coming, and thanks to Joe Nicole for inviting me as well. Really funny to be invited at like a slow morning session because I love to chat and I speak really fast. So please slow me down anytime you want. A bit about me. So I'm Laura. Yes, I'm a business and life coach. And as Joe said, we're actually the opposite. I'm Dutch, but I live in London. I've been here for 10 years now. And for the most part of that life, I was living a very fast-paced life. So I worked in the city of London, which is like the business district. And you could literally find me every day with a coffee in one hand and my BlackBerry and an iPhone in the other, like speed walking past the Thames, going into the office, typing away, fancy office. I tried to like put in as many workouts as I could to stay healthy. I wanted to be social. And I'm very ambitious. So I tried to set up my own consulting business on the side. I was doing charity work. I was attending courses, traveling the world. Like, it sounded like I had it all together, and people would look at me thinking, like, how did she do it all? The truth was, however, that I couldn't do it all. I was literally living on borrowed time, and at some point, I literally physically and mentally and emotionally burned out. I could not take any more of the life that I was living. And at that point, I knew I needed to make a change in my life. And one of the things that I thought I should do is to just move to the countryside in a tiny house, not see anyone, and just drop this whole business city life. The thing is, I actually do enjoy the city as well. So it's a buzz, and our work gives us meaning. So I had to find a balance between living in a fast lane and living in a slower past life lane to make sure that this is a sustainable life. So the fast lane I was used to. I know how to do that, no problem. The slow lane, however, that required some practice. And what I noticed is that anytime that I wasn't working, I felt really like very down, like I wasn't doing anything productive, I didn't matter. And then if I said no to a social event or anything else, I felt like I felt guilty. I thought, well, I don't want to be seen lazy or boring. So I really recognize, I'm not sure if you have this, but that push and pull between doing what is right for me in the moment and what I know I need to do, rather than doing what society expects of me or what other people expect of me. So that's what we're here today. I'm going to share a few strategies that I use to get over that guilt feeling of living a fast and a slow lane at the same time. And if you have any questions, Nicole is you can drop them in the chat box, and Nicole's going to ask them to me at the end. So the first thing I would say that you should do is to figure out how you want to live your life for you. And this might sound really simple, but how many of us are living a life that society is actually giving to us? So you go to school, you go to work, you get a mortgage, you get a nice house, you get a dog, 1.7 children in the Netherlands, and that's your life. Which, in all honesty, if that is what you want, great, live that life. But you don't have to live that way. If you're not comfortable getting a big mortgage or taking that job because you want to do something completely different, like travel, if we can, obviously, then you don't have to live that life that the society has put out for you. So what I'm asking you to do is to challenge the status quo and to figure it out what it is that you want to do with your life. And that makes it easier to say yes to those things that you are enjoying and the things that you're passionate about, and to say no to the things that don't, because it's just not for you. So once you figure out like what it really is that you want from your life, you need to find out who you want to live your life with. Now, what am I saying? Find like-minded people that are there to support you on this journey and to inspire you to live the life that you enjoy living. And I know for me, when I made that change in my life, it was quite difficult. I didn't always get the support that I needed and wanted from people. And that made me feel quite bad. But I did realize that not everyone has the capacity to understand the way that you want to live. And some people might even get insecure themselves when they see you making a change, and they'll project that on you. So what I did is actually finding like-minded people. So like Joe and Nicole, who also are very ambitious, love doing what they do. They're following their passions. They're not living the status quo life. And it made me feel like there was another way and that I wasn't crazy. Because sometimes I thought, am I crazy for wanting something different than what's expected? So yeah, maybe you might even find some people today that you want to stay connected with. By all means, like that's why we're here as well. So you find out how you want to live, you find out who you want to live with, and then it's important to understand how you're going to prioritize your time and what you're going to do with your life. Now, I'm going to share something with you that it's a tool that I use in my coaching. It's really helped me to understand the fullness of my life. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and let's see if this goes well. Yay, can you all see this?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is a tool. We've called it the Pace Priorities Wheel. It's actually available as a download as well. You can find this on the website of Pace, and Nicole and Joe, I think, will drop in a link to this as well. So this Wheel of Life is designed to show you a full area, the fullness of your life, and how you divide your time and your money, because let's be honest, that's how we find how we choose our priorities. And it's designed to help you find a bit of a balance and a fulfillment in your life. So if you see this, you can whatever you want, you can either draw it with me, or you can use this circle that I have on the screen. And what we do here is you look at your life as a whole. Obviously, there's different segments. So what you see here, there's career, money, health, there's fun, personal growth. Instantly, by seeing this, you might understand like, oh, actually, there's more to life than just work. And when I'm not focusing on one area of life, I'm focusing on the other. Now, if you want to take this further, I'll walk you through how to use the Wheel of Life and this priorities. There is a how-to on the download as well, so you can always come back to this after. The way to use this is to quantify how satisfied you are in your life. So for example, at career, from 0 at the bottom end of the wheel to 10 at the end of the wheel, you can give it a number. And please try not to use the number 5, like the meet in the middle, because it's so easy for us to, I'll meet in the middle, but find out how satisfied you are with any of these areas. So you might have an 8 in career because you're doing great and you're working hard and you're making loads of money, but then in fun and leisure, you might have a 2 or a 3 because there's not a lot of time to spend on something that you enjoy, or you might not have enough time to spend with your friends and family. So there's a small example here how you can do that. And then instantly, once you complete this wheel, you'll see, I might be lacking in some areas that I need to develop more in order to be more balanced. And what this does for me as well is it shows me that there is actually more to life than just work and just making money. And it helps me to mitigate that guilt when I'm not focusing on one area of my life, I'm focusing on the other, which still helps me to like have a fulfilled and whole life. So this is something that has really helped me. I hope it will help you as well. I hope everything I said has been useful, actually. So just to round it up, remember that the first thing you need to do is just to figure out how you want to live, to challenge the status quo, live the life that you want. Second, find people that are helping you on this journey, like-minded people that will inspire you. And the third, make sure you prioritize your time and balance it in the way that you want to live your life. Now, if you want to dig like deeper into this, there's a download you can get. You can get this from the Pace website. And I'm also very happy to coach you on this for a 30-minute session. It's a free taster session if you really want to dig deeper. I'll share my details in the chat, and you can always find me on social as well. It's Laura Deetman, so it's very easy. And that was it. I hope you find this useful. I'll stop sharing this wheel. And if there are any questions, then I think Nicole is going to help me answer them.